Yo, what up, man? It's your boy Frazier, East New York's home. Yo, this is gonna be like a 15 question, you know what I mean, little interview thing. So it's to get to know Frazier a little bit better, you know what I mean? Yeah. So question one, where did you grow up? Well, I'm born in Georgetown, Guyana. It's in South America. For you who don't know, a lot of people don't know where the fuck that is. But I was born there. I moved to Brooklyn, East New York at age 11. That was like a huge change, man. You know what I mean? Coming from like living year-round, hot summer all year round to I came here in like January of 2001, bro. It was fucking cold as shit. I ain't never wore a coat until that day. I've never seen snow until that day. But yeah, that's where I'm from, Georgetown, Guyana. What is your musical background? I mean, from as far as I can remember growing up, like my uncle played drums. You know what I mean? Like, I literally saw the nigga like build a drum from ground zero. Like literally grab a tree trunk, hollow the shit out, put cow skin on top of the shit, stretch it till it gets tight enough. Cause if it's not tight, it ain't gonna make that sound. Stretch it till it gets tight enough, and built drums. And I think like when I was in middle school out there, I played the bass in the steel pan band for the school. So I don't know if you know what a steel pan is, that little metal thing they beat on me, go to those Caribbean islands for all those vacations, y'all niggas be on this shit. But my music beginning started there. What is the first album you ever owned? The first album I ever owned, I think it's DMX, Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood, I believe, from what I could remember. But like growing up, I think I had to be like 14. So me and my cousin Nee Shadow, what up, nigga? Every time an album came out, right, we would go to the record store. It was like record stores back then. You had to like buy physical CDs and shit. We would go buy every album. I think like we went and got DMX. I think we went and got Jay-Z and somebody else, and we would like go back to the crib. This nigga father had some big ass speakers and shit, so we like blast all the albums. Whatever album we bought that day, we'll blast that shit, you know what I mean, on that speaker, and then just go through the whole shit, you know what I mean. But yeah, DMX was definitely like the first physical album I ever bought. Musically, what are your biggest influences and who are your favorite musicians? This shit is weird because I'm a rapper, dog. But my favorite musician of all time is Freddie Mercury from Queen. And that shit is weird. I talk to people all the time and they're like, how the fuck, nigga, you a rapper? Like, why don't you say like Tupac and shit like that? And I'm just into music, dog. It don't matter what it is, rapping, fucking rock, R&B, whatever. But that's my dog. Like his vocal range, his showmanship, and how powerful that man's voice was. That's what drew me to him, and I like his writing as well. What do you think of the hip hop scene in Brooklyn right now? It's popping, man. I like these young niggas, man. You know what I mean? I like that new like Brooklyn drill shit. I like that shit a lot, dog. I'll never hate on anybody doing music, you know what I mean? Anywhere, Brooklyn, Miami, whatever, Florida, wherever the fuck you at doing music. It is what it is, dog. I support all that shit because one, this career is not an easy career, dog. Everybody ain't making money off this shit. It's a lot of fucking sacrifices come into doing music. If you're gonna buy a drink, what should it be? I don't buy drinks. I buy a bottle of Honey Jack or fucking Guinness. You know what I mean? That's it. If it ain't that, I ain't drinking shit. What's the song you have stuck in your head these days? Recently, I know I saw like about 2 months ago, I saw the Freddie Mercury movie. I think like Love of My Life is like the song I've been listening to over and over for like the past month, bro. Like I play that shit every morning. I play that shit like if I'm about to record a session in my studio here, like I'll just throw that shit on, catch the vibe, and then I go do whatever I do. But yeah. Who is your dream girl? Shit, nigga. I'm gonna have to go with like Rihanna. She dope, man. She a cool chick. From what I've seen, I don't know her, but from what I've seen, I like to have that. What is the most difficult thing in life you had to endure? I think the most difficult thing for me probably is probably coming to America on some Eddie Murphy shit. I think that's probably the most difficult thing for me because I didn't always speak like this. You know what I mean? I came here with a accent and so on and so forth, and I was young. And before I met up with my boys, 15 and Reese and Jay. Like going to school and not speaking like everyone else and being that outcast and shit. That shit was very awkward for an 11-year-old at the time. You know what I mean? I think that's the most difficult thing for me. Everything else is regular shit, but that's the most difficult. What is one experience in life what's the fuck what you say? What is one experience in life that without it you wouldn't be the artist you are today? Without it. Man, that's tough. I mean, there's so many different things that led me to doing music. I think if I didn't come to America and if I didn't meet my cousin East Shadow, I probably would have never been a rapper. Like he pretty much taught me, everything about the music stuff. Like introduced me to rap. Like in Guyana growing up, of course I know who Tupac and all these people were. But he's the one who actually got me to record my first song and freestyle. Like we would be back in the backyard in Brooklyn, going over rap songs and freestyling, smoking, doing regular stuff. So I think without his influence on music, and showing me what hip hop was about, I probably would have never made a song ever. You know what I mean? What do you hope to accomplish this year? This year I just wanna be able to tour. I think that's my thing right now. I spent a lot of time in my studio here. Me and 15, what up, nigga? I spent a lot of time in the studio here recording. Getting the music together. I just want to have the opportunity to be out there performing for the people. I think that's very important, and it'll let you know what people feel about you too, man. Like as much confidence I have in myself and my music, I still want to have people's opinion. I know that the internet is crazy. Niggas talk wild shit that don't really mean nothing. The real fans will seep through all that bullshit. So that's what I want to be in front of those people and see what they feel like, what you think, what you hear, and you like it, you don't like it, those type of things. If you could invite any 3 people, dead or alive, for dinner, what would they be and why? Any 3 people. Definitely Muhammad Ali, for sure. You know what I mean? That he was a very interesting man. Like just watching like old video footage of him, I've always wanted to speak to him and see how that man's mind worked. So Muhammad Ali, Tupac, I've always wanted to speak with him to see, outside of the video stuff that I see about him, what he would say to me face to face, like if I ask certain questions. And to round it, the last person, I think it's kind of tough. I think like Bob Marley, man. That's another one. I think those three men were so strong and confident in who they are and what their goals were in life. Like they were relentless about what they were about. Like there was no ifs, ands, or buts. Like this is me. This is what I'm about. And I think having a conversation with people like that is very motivational. It teaches you a lot. Yeah, that's my 3. What else we got here? What would you say is the biggest misconception about me? And I'm quiet. Niggas think I'm like quiet because I don't be I'll be running around talking a bunch of shit all day. You know what I mean? Goofing off and playing like all that trolling shit. Like, yeah, I don't like wasting time, bro. That's real shit. I don't like wasting time with anybody talking about things I don't care about. Like, if it's a conversation going on and I don't care about it, I'm not having it with you. You know what I mean? So a lot of times niggas think because like I don't talk much and I don't engage in random conversations, they feel like I'm cocky or I'm too good and all that things. I've always got that. I felt niggas' energy. You didn't even have to tell me you felt that, but I felt that shit from a lot of niggas. And it's not that I don't feel that way. I just don't want to engage in bullshit. Like, my life, I take my life serious, bro. You know what I mean? Where I want to go, that shit means everything to me. So for me to go waste time having a conversation with motherfuckers talking bullshit, I have no interest in that. So don't take that shit personal. If I'm not engaging with you, just know what you're talking about or doing right now, it's not applying to me right now. But that's a misconception. I'm not mean, I'm not angry and shit. I just don't want to talk about bullshit. What is the greatest fear you've had to overcome to get to where you are today? I think like first starting music, like I wasn't really comfortable in front of cameras. I mean, even today I'm still not. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think that's like the only thing that worries me sometimes. Cameras and fans and people coming up and wanting to take pictures and autographs and shit like that. That shit always still makes me uncomfortable right now. Doing it. I don't know. I think that comes from growing up in Brooklyn, though. Growing up, I ain't really trust niggas like that for sure. You know what I mean? It's a lot of grimy shit that went on where I came from, and once you were accustomed to people that coming up to you for opportunities or just to hurt you, do some crazy wild shit, you on the defense. I'm usually on the defense a lot of the times. You know what I mean? So yeah, just being behind the camera and having niggas run up to me, that shit throw me off some time. But I'm working on it. I'll get over that shit soon. What's the one thing you'd like to achieve before you die? Before I die, man. I think before I die, I at least want to have 3 classic songs. I think like I want to be stamped in forever in hip hop, man. Like I just want to have, even if I have just one, the goal is for 3. If I can have just like 1 classic song that live on forever, I'm good. Like you can take me out after that. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think. But yeah, you know what I mean? So like that's the 15 questions, man. I know like a lot of my fans too, like a lot of people say like, yo Frazier, man, you don't be on the gram a lot, you don't do enough talking, you do enough da. I don't do it because it's really not me. I'm gonna try, you know what I mean? I'm gonna try to get that content out there to you, because I know people want to know certain things, but that's really not me. You know what I mean? I'm still in the hood, bro. So I'm still conditioned to be off cameras, to be away from people. I'm not, I don't do that because I'm mean and I'm angry at whatever, or I'm too good. I just, it's a fear I gotta get over, to not be in people's faces all the time, have people in my face all the time, you know what I mean? But I'm gonna work on that. I'll give you guys some more content. I got some projects I'm working on. I'm gonna drop this year, 2019. And yeah, Frazier. I'm out. Holla.